Hello, everybody. Welcome to the very first episode of Supersize We, comedians in cars, spilling condiments.
It's
I'm
gonna be a lot
Ryan
of
Danley. This is my co-host, partner, Kyle Adams. How's it going, man? How's it going?
It's going good, man. I'm having a good day. I've been microdosing today. I took a little bit, so I'm in a real good, happy mood. And
Sure.
I've just been playing video games all day, so I'm ready for this. I purposely didn't eat a meal today so I could. I was like, I'm gonna gorge myself at night.
That is like the millennial dream. Like, I'm gonna microdose, play a bunch of video games, and then just gorge in the evening. It's really like that's like the perfect shot of life.
It feels like a great day.
It really does. It really does. Like, people can
Yeah.
say the quarantine's as bad as they want, but like when you got like that kind of stuff going on,
hmm
it's
You got to find the sunny spots.
exactly. Exactly. I wrote some articles. Both Kyle and I are comedians. We write funny stuff. I write for the Hard Times satire paper, and today I wrote an article, so that was pretty fun.
Nice.
Yeah, just trying to make the best of the time. They're saying the pandemic. It's looking like at the end of this month, um, I'll be able to get a vaccine.
Fuck yeah, that's awesome. Is that for work?
No, it's because I am 45,
Oh, nice.
and they say if you're 45 and you have an underlying health issue, according to the CDC, and they consider anybody over a 30 BMI
Ooh,
to
I'm
have
gonna
an
get that soon.
health issue, and my
Yeah.
BMI is more than 30. I think it's in the mid 40s. So I'll be, being fat and old. Woo,
Fuck
that's
yeah. Yeah, that means my dad can get it too. That's awesome.
yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
So we're gonna eat this food, and I'm gonna be like, hey, like look at, so. All right. Well, the theme of our show is that we sample seasonal fast food items, break them down, tell you how they are, and give you a running total of if you should get it or not. We decided to start at the top, right?
Yeah.
This is
I
really
don't
the
think we can
top.
top this. I don't
I don't
think you
think we
can.
can top this. I think everything after this is going to be interesting.
Yeah, we're gonna have to stretch to find something more ridiculous than this sandwich that we have.
Let's see. So this is, you ready? Shall we unveil
I'm
the
ready to unveil the
um
mountain of meat.
this is Arby's
Oh fuck me! This is the first time I'm looking at it. What the fuck did I just do to myself? No wonder this
Arby's
thing is
Meat
happening.
Mountain.
Oh my god!
Um this
Fucking thing.
thing is amazing. Let's see what is on it. I'm gonna read it from the Arby's website. This is the biggest sandwich Arby's has ever sold. Stacked ridiculously high with almost all the meats. 2 chicken tenders, slices of roast turkey, pit smoked ham, corned beef, 13-hour smoked brisket, USDA choice Angus steak, roast beef, and pepper bacon. There's also cheddar cheese and Swiss cheese somewhere in there. So
Yeah, I think I see it.
they were in the $10 range, which is actually maybe a deal, because this is like honestly like 3 sandwiches worth of meat and sandwich.
That's
The
what I was
bun,
thinking. I was like, I would probably eat this like separated. Like,
yeah,
but I put it together just seems so silly. It's probably less carbs because it's less bread. I mean, yeah, let's
healthy,
put it that way.
keto. Um, it's got onions flake things on the bread.
Mhm.
If you open it up, it's got bacon on the top. I of course had to get myself
I'm about to use my bacon.
some curly fries because
Oh, nice.
curly fries are dope.
Yeah, you
Uh,
can't do Arby's without curly fries, really.
I mean, like it's just like one of those things. I'm just gonna be real honest with everybody. I think Arby's gets a bad rap. Like people for some reason love to talk shit on Arby's, but I think
Mhm.
Arby's like does an okay job. Like I think
The
like it's
Simpsons had like 3 separate jokes. Like I rewatched a lot of The Simpsons during quarantine, and they've had like 3 or 4 separate instances where they just fucking ripped Arby's a new one. Like I'd rather eat garbage type jokes. Like
right.
it's like I like it. That was my first job. I worked at Arby's
Oh,
when I was 17.
yeah, I just have never like had any problem with it. Like it's just I don't know. Like it's better than Subway. You know what I mean? Like
It
I
definitely is.
mean, yeah. So it's like I don't know. It's just me. And then
I
we're
stopped
gonna
cooking this
I'm gonna
thing.
sample mine. I'm gonna sample mine all natural to begin
Hmm.
with, but then I'm gonna of course add horsey sauce
Ooh, yeah.
after Taco Bell fire sauce. Horsey sauce is the best fast food condiment.
I agree. It's very good horseradish sauce.
Yeah, I mean,
I did not grab any sauce because I figured the people were mad at me enough for ordering ordering the thing.
I like that there's an Arby's behind you. That's my favorite part of this whole thing right now.
Oh yeah,
There's literally
it's
an
right
Arby's.
there.
It is right there. All right, shall we? Cheers.
All right. Cheers, my friend. All right. I'm trying to find. I think I'm gonna go about biting right here so I can get the whole experience.
I want to
Like,
try to get some chicken tender in the bite. I think that like the other meats are going to like you know kind of run together, but I really want to go chicken tender in there. Oh, oh. Hmm,
yeah, I got mostly chicken tender
hmm.
in my bite there. I wish I was a python. I could just unhinge my
Uh-huh.
jaw. It'd be so much easier. Mm. So far, it kind of tastes how I would imagine it to. I'm mostly tasting. Um, I think I mostly got chicken and some
Hmm.
turkey in that. So I got like mostly a poultry bite.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get some. I can get some bovine in here.
Yeah, I'll try to.
Mm,
Mm, mm.
mm. That brisket is good. That's not a bad brisket.
No.
I don't taste the cheese. I think the cheese is almost unnecessary.
Yeah.
I don't. I don't taste any of the cheese right now.
I mean, I kind of think that it needs the cheese from like the beef and cheddar. That would be like the one thing I would change. Like, I would just go to beef and cheddar cheese on it. Like so it was a little goopier. I mean, like I would say the goop.
Mm-hmm. That was my favorite thing to make. It was fun to make because how you start a beef and cheddar here. They've got these big ass toasters, and you drop those onion petal buns into the toaster, and they slowly slide through. In the meantime, you use the slicer to slice the roast beef, and then you grab that. The buns come down, you put them on the bun, you squeeze the little cheese thing, like there's a
Mhm.
button you press, and it's this hot cheese. It's a hot cheese machine, and then you get a little bit of that Arby's sauce on the bottom, and then you fucking wrap. It's super easy to make and just really fun because you used a couple of different stations.
I
I
need one
really
of
liked
those
it.
hot cheese machines in my house. You think how much do you think that?
You just need a hot cheese IV. Just yeah. This is this is interesting. I don't even know I think the chicken tenders are just making it a little bit structurally unstable, at least on
Mhm.
my end.
The bacon. The bacon might be a little bit overkill.
Hmm.
You know, like 'cause otherwise,
I lost I lost the chicken tender. We didn't spill condiments, but I spilled a chicken tender. So off the floor. Ow.
Yeah, I feel like pulling this thing apart is going to be like.
Yeah, I think it'd be more enjoyable if you disassembled it, which was honestly my first, what I thought was going to be the case.
Right.
I'm going to put it down for a second. This thing is intense.
So this is what we got. So, and I will tell you that it is filling. Like, I'm actually pretty good at eating things. You know what I mean? And this is pretty filling.
I feel like I needed, like I said, like I needed like an attack plan. Like I feel
exactly.
Like I came about it the wrong way, and the chicken tenders escaped. I knew something was going to fall off of it, but I wasn't sure what. But oh my god, I've got Tums, and I've got kombucha, just so you can go to sleep.
The SCOBY is like, bro, I don't know what it knows it stands no chance,
I want to try. I'm curious. I kind of want to try all of the items individually here. So, I want to try some of that. I'm going to pull off some of that brisket. I think, which is towards the top. I think. I don't even fucking know at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, is this? This looks like brisket, right?
Yeah, and I think that's probably brisket.
Okay, let's try some of that on its own. Because this, I could taste this out of the sandwich. Like it was really good. So I'm curious by itself. That's surprisingly good.
Yeah. I'm dipping some in some horsey sauce.
They don't fuck around with their meats. Like they have decent meat.
I know that for a long time. I don't know if it's still this way. I know for a long time it was actually like roasted meat roasted on site. So was it like that when you worked there?
That they have the meats.
Was it like that when you worked there?
It was interesting. So I mean, I think it's pretty much the same. I think the main thing that changed is like the uniforms, but the food was basically the same when I worked there. The Jamocha shake was the newest thing when I worked there. So everyone was getting the Jamocha shake is fucking amazing, by the way. I don't know if you've had that. It's just a chocolate coffee shake, but it's really good. And my go-to was always the chicken, bacon, and Swiss. It was really, really good.
Yeah, I'll fuck with that a couple times. I'm generally just a beef and cheddar, like a half-pound beef and cheddar guy. Like a big.
I haven't done in a while. I always get beef and cheddar.
Yeah, I mean, like you kind of can't mess with that. It's just like, really like what they do well. Right, I put some horsey sauce on the whole sandwich, so I'm gonna try it. I'm going in with horsey.
I would say, yeah, it is kind of a dry sandwich. I kind of wish I would have gotten condiments. I shouldn't have been shy. I should have been like, they're mad at me already. I want 12 horsey sauces. It was great. They were visibly mad at me for ordering this thing. And I saw them use a cheat sheet in the back, and I know in their heads, they're like, what the fuck goes on this thing again? Like,
why are people ordering this?
Yeah, why would someone order this? It reminded me, there's a Whitest Kids You Know sketch where they work at a fast food place that sells butter bars, and it's just a thick butter, and this little kid comes and orders 2 of them and has a heart attack. I was just like, they're like, who would actually order a butter bar?
Right. I don't even think this is like advertised, like, because it's like not advertised in the window or anything.
Yeah, it wasn't anywhere. It's like a secret item, and that makes me feel even worse.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, it's on the website, but I think it was just like a viral promotion. They're getting fancy down there at Arby's, like.
As they should. As they should. They're very good.
I'm starting to sweat. This is giving me.
You got the meat sweats?
A little bit.
All right, I'm gonna come back to it. I'm gonna try and get really stoned, and maybe that'll help. I think the chicken. Yeah, I think I agree with you. I think chicken tenders and the bacon are too much. I think if they just did excuse me, if they just did the deli meats, it would A, be more structurally sound,
Mhm.
and B, it would just make more sense. Like, and I also am not a huge fan. Like, it came out kind of cold to begin with, so I'm like, not a fan of cold chicken tenders really.
Yeah.
But they're still good.
Let's get it straight. I'm not a fan of cold chicken tenders, but it's not like I won't eat cold chicken tenders. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, that was what I said about bread, pizza crust.
right.
Is I'll always eat the pizza crust even if it's not good, and I think that's how fat people are made. That's how we do it. Mm.
Um. Yeah, I'm kind of good. I think I hit the wall with it. You know, like
How much did you get finished of it?
I don't know, 3/4.
That's not bad. I got like, I don't know how much more of this I could do.
Yeah, it's
I'm gonna finish the chicken tender.
yeah, there's a chicken. Like, I mean, I'll take another couple bites. I say I'm done. This is my life.
I'll be really stoned at like midnight and come back to it probably.
Yeah.
So I will say this. I was actually kind of impressed with the presentation
Mhm.
because I was expecting it kind of just slapdash together. And it actually, like, I mean, it's hard to hold together, but it could have come out way sloppier. And I was
Mhm.
actually thinking it would have been more compressed and it wouldn't be as much meat. Like, it's a healthy serving of each fucking, it's like I opened up my fucking deli meat drawer in my fridge, just
Exactly.
slapped it up top. That's what it looks like.
Exactly what it's like. It's like every piece of meat, like no, it's not bad. Yeah, the two things I would change is I don't necessarily like the cheese on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would rather have the melty cheese on here.
Yeah, I just feel like cold cheese on hot sandwiches can be kind of weird sometimes, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it. They want to just meat mountain it, so they're like, we're gonna throw bacon on it, and I understand that. That's probably a selling point for a lot of people. Like, it's got bacon on it too. I just felt like the bacon was sort of like covered it all up, you know. Lost you for a second. What were you saying?
Yeah, I was saying I'm impressed with the brisket. Like, it's a good brisket.
Yeah, I think it's like the meats on their own are all like decent. They all
Mhm.
seem kind of like real.
Good bacon.
But I kind of feel like the meat mountain is a little much.
Yeah, I'd rather have like a meat, or like a meat hill, or like a meat mound. How about a meat mound? Not a
Meat
mountain. I don't
mound.
need a whole mountain of meat.
Yeah, I don't need a whole mountain.
Meat mound.
I am down with
That almost sounds small though. You gotta be careful with mound. It sounds like a fupa, a meaty fupa. Which this probably goes. Everyone knows the meat mountain goes straight to your fupa.
yeah, exactly. Well,
Oh,
all right. So we have a review process like proper restaurant reviewers.
mhm.
On a scale of 1 to 5, what do you give presentation? You were saying it was pretty good, huh?
I'd say presentation, I'd give it a 3.5 or a 4. It was better than I was expecting. I was expecting, with the whole disconnection between the fast food advertisement and what you actually get is like a smushed fucking sad. Like you're ordering a Happy Meal, but you get a sad meal. It looks like
Right.
fast food never looks as good. But this is actually pretty close to what the advertisement was.
Yep. And I will say that they put it in this box, which is the 1/4 pound, if you can look, the 1/4 pound beef and cheddar box.
Oh yeah.
And there's actually a bow in the top of the box from it not actually fitting.
Oh, yeah.
So I give them credit for dealing with it on that level. You know what I mean? Like that big. So
Mhm.
I think we can go 4. I'm going to go with a solid 4.
4? Yeah, I would say. Yeah, I'd say probably. Yeah, maybe a 3.84 for me too. I
Okay.
can agree with that.
All right.
Yeah, it was a lot better than I was expecting.
Um, taste.
And then we got taste. Ah, it was. I mean, the meats are all really good.
Yeah.
I think jamming them all together though is just kind of. I definitely wish I would have gotten some kind of sauce on there. It's a lot. It's very dry. It's a very
Yeah.
dry sandwich for sure. But I think for structural integrity, it's probably best they didn't automatically put something on there
No,
because that would
I
be slipping
agree.
around.
But I'm just saying, like, God, if
Mhm.
they just had put some like if they had just given it like that dimension and like with like the gooey cheesy sauce. I mean, they have it, like you're saying.
Mhm.
I think that would have just like upped the sort of like the quotient just that much more.
Yeah, I'd give it a 3 for taste because it is really good meat. Like
Yeah.
the meat by like I would it would be a much more enjoyable sandwich. I could see someone ordering this for their like 3 kids and the 3 kids just pick it apart and get what they want out of it. Like, you know, yeah, I could definitely see that being more of a thing. This
Yeah.
is like a single dad with meal.
Right, like, hey kid, have at it. My weekend. Have all the fight over the meat.
It's dad's weekend dinner.
Fight for the meat.
Oh man.
There's
I
no
don't know
trouble.
if you can see the line behind me now. This line is getting crazy at Arby's right now.
Wow.
People are lining up to get the meat mountain.
There was
Or
somebody
probably
being
ordering real food.
arrested in the parking lot at the Arby's I went to. No joke. I have actually video. Not video of like the person getting arrested, but the cop in the lot. But yeah, I'm gonna go 2.5 on
Oh,
taste.
nice.
Yeah, like pulling it apart, like it was all good, but I think like um I don't know. I just don't think it just was too like with the tenders and the bacon, like you kind of miss the meats, you know what I mean? And like, and I think like
Mhm.
the idea of it,
It's kind of,
I think you can make something like this fun
yeah.
without it being
Mhm.
like like uh um bad. You know what I mean? Like I mean
Mhm.
we've all had club sandwiches, and this is essentially just like a big kind of club sandwich. You know what I mean? And I feel like on a club
Mhm.
sandwich, I never kind of like you don't lose like the qualities of like the roast beef and the turkey, even though it has bacon on it. This was just maybe like a little excessive in that category. I think they could have like I know that it's supposed to be fun, and like this really wasn't like
Mhm.
something you're supposed to eat all the time or whatever. Like it's supposed to be like a ridiculous and like a ode to ridiculousness and like and cheers to Arby's for going that extra mile, you know what I mean? But like I think that like with a couple little
Uh-huh.
extra tweaks to it, they could have made it like a little. So I'm gonna go 2.5 on flavor, right down the middle, solid
Yeah,
C.
I agree. I think it's kind of uninspired.
Yeah,
Like it just kind of seems like fucking we had it, so we made it.
yeah,
Like
exactly.
it's possible.
Right.
Oh, we fucking did it. Like it wasn't like a special like because usually when a fast food place gets something like they get a special sauce for it or they get like one key item that they don't ever use ever. This is something they could have made 10, 15, 20 years ago. They had all the stuff on the menu.
Right.
Like maybe they brought in the brisket. I'm not 100% on that, but
Right. Yeah, I think the brisket's
but
good.
it just yeah, it does without a cheesy sauce, without a cheesy sauce or without something special to it. It's kind of uninspired. It's kind of just look what the fuck we did. It's a it's a Frankenstein.
Exactly.
It's a fucking Frankenstein. It's like we didn't ask. We asked ourselves if we could, not if we should.
Right. Um, the next category is risk factor, which is like
Risk factor.
I'm gonna go flat out 0 on risk factor. Like if I were to eat that whole thing, I would be ill.
Yeah, yeah. It's I would say yeah. It's a pretty risky sandwich.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend it. It seems like it's almost it's almost like it kind of reminds me of when I don't know if you've ever had this, but I've gotten leftovers from friends on Thanksgiving where they kind of just put everything together
Yes.
and and
Exactly.
it's like we're gonna try and eat all of this before it goes bad. And it almost feels like that type of thing. Oh man. Yeah, risk factor I would say if we're going so zero being very risky and five not being risky at all.
Yeah.
Is that where we're going?
Yep.
Yeah, I would say a zero or a one. Like I'm scared to finish it. I think I can finish it, but I'm like I'm gonna come back to it later. I've taken like and I've not even eaten half of it. And I'm
Right.
like, I don't know what that's gonna do to my stomach. Like I said, I got Tums on hand and fucking I've got turmeric ginger kombucha for inflammation to my heart that it's gonna cause.
I feel like um I feel like they like there's just like no way that anybody like if you or I can't finish it, and like I said, like yes, there are bigger eaters than me, but not many. You know what I mean? Like I can eat when I need to eat. You know what I mean? Like I can really like, I'll eat a big burrito. I'll get like a big double burger. You know what I mean? Like I can do that. You know, I try to eat healthy, barring the way I look. I do try to eat healthy more than it probably seems. But like when I go out and I'm gonna eat something, like I'm gonna get like the bigger portion. This was like beyond what I needed. You know what I mean? Like halfway through this, I was like, you know what? Like
Mhm.
this is like, this is good. If I were to eat that whole thing, I'd probably be pretty sick.
I and we were talking about mouthfeel as well, like something we were
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
yeah,
when we were talking
yeah.
about starting this. So mouthfeel on this. I feel like I just ate a big cube, like like the cube ham. Like I just took like a ham. Like the mouthfeel is not great on this one. I don't know how you feel about it, but
No,
I
I
feel
don't.
like the mouth
Yeah,
I don't like that texture of like I when I make a sandwich, there has to be like a ratio. Like I like a little bit of lettuce as a barrier. I
sure.
like a little bit of sauce, and then I usually for every piece of meat, it's like I think I have like, or for every three pieces of meat, I'd have like a piece of cheese or something. So I usually do about two pieces of cheese. So there were like two pieces of cheese on this, and like nine pieces of meat. Like I don't even. So literally, like I said, it felt like I picked up a ham and
Yeah,
just fucking
exactly.
was gnawing at it.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not a appeasing mouthfeel.
I feel like they just didn't know where they were going with it. Like some of it was
Mhm.
hot and some of it was kind of cold, and like, you know what I mean? Like I said, like if you're just gonna have a cold sandwich, like then you can go ahead and just put some like lettuce on it. You know what I mean? Because honestly, like a piece of lettuce on
Yeah.
that would have made it like way better. You know, like it would
Mhm.
have made it more. I don't know. Like it would have
I
given
should
you.
have asked them to let us drop it for me.
Um,
It's
but
like,
like
can you
it's
let us?
you have a keto version. Do you have? Is so yeah. What so
Keto. Yeah,
mouthfeel?
what the man means. Mountain.
So on mouthfeel, what's your
Mhm.
mouthfeel?
I would say mouthfeel is probably a one, and
Yeah.
I'm being generous there. I'd say as a five being the best case scenario for mouthfeel, I would say it's a one. It's not terrible, but it feels like I'm snacking on something I shouldn't be. Like
All right, and then the final one. What's your overall grubbing?
it's good grub. I mean, it fills you up
Yeah.
if that is your like I could see myself if I was houseless, I would probably order this and then eat it for like a couple days. Like it's for the if you're going for grubness, like in being full, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I
I would
agree.
say about a four on grubness.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 4 too on grub nuts because it was definitely like you
Mm-hmm.
wanted to eat it when you opened it up. You wanted to like you did it like I kept eating it. There um I don't think I'd ever order another one.
No, never. I don't want fast food workers to be that angry with me again.
These
Like
poor
the
things.
lady like was trepidation when I ordered it. The lady, I was like, "Can I have the meat mountain?" And she goes, "Okay." She was like, like not stoked on it at all.
The customer service down
Mhm,
the street from my house is pretty good. The one she was
mhm.
really like friendly and about it, but almost like so friendly that like you couldn't tell if she was actually mad about it. Like she had like really
Yeah,
good corporate veneer over any. Oh yeah,
mhm.
absolutely. Oh yeah, absolutely. Like I could probably be like, can we have all the money in the cash register? And she'd be like, oh yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean? It's just like so so. But no, they ordered mine right up, and they didn't bat an eye when I rolled up. So um, that is the North Portland.
Nice.
So that's the. I thought they
Yeah,
they were gonna,
I'm out by Mall 205 right now. So
right.
this is the Mall 205 Arby's. To to their credit, they are fucking they were packed out, and I was like the fifth car in line. So I get that. Like I'm not discounting their attitude, dude. I've worked fast food. It sucks, but it's like I just felt silly.
Well, no,
I wanted to tell them it was. I was like, no, I'm ordering this ironically. Like I don't think it makes it any better to them though.
no, they're right.
Hey! This is don't worry.
They're like, yeah,
I'm
okay.
not
So
a
I'll make it
monster.
ironically for minimum
Yeah,
wage.
exactly.
We are, by the way, we are big fans of fast food workers on this show and support all their endeavors to get paid and taken care of. And if you don't think that they
Definitely.
deserve the money, you don't really need to listen to us. That's kind of how I feel about it. Like I support.
Exactly.
You
Yeah,
know,
if you're against $15 minimum wage, you're an asshole.
exactly. I mean, I get at this point, I just give them 20 just cause. You know what I mean? Like it's like at some point,
No, I just got 15. I mean, 15 is outdated at this point. We should be doing 2025 at this point. It's insane.
right? And I mean, and like 15 and like Nebraska, it's probably great. But 15 on the West Coast is
Oh
not a
yeah,
tough.
the cost of living is down. Yeah,
So
yeah, it's frustrating. I always get sad when I meet fast food employees who are like above and beyond. I'm like, man, you need to be waiting tables or something. You need to. Unfortunately, this job isn't going to pay you enough for your fucking ability, which
yeah,
sucks.
exactly. And like, yeah, go wait tables, move up, go to like Denny's, and then like into like maybe like so, you can there's a gradual um I was a fine dining chef for a long time, and there are people who had worked in fast food who work in fine dining, so there is a pathway out of there. And but also, like, if you work in
Mhm.
fine dining your entire life, there's nothing wrong with that either. Or if you work, excuse me, if you work in fast food,
Exactly.
then there's nothing wrong with that either, because somebody's got to make this stuff. I mean, we eat it, we like it,
Exactly. You got a job. You got a job, and there's nothing wrong with your job.
exactly.
You know,
I think as we
that
see that,
people don't pay you enough. That's the only thing is they don't pay them enough.
yep,
That's the reason it has a negative connotation.
yep,
It's not
exactly.
that they aren't hard workers. The negative connotation is you're going to get dicked over for your hard work.
Exactly. You're going to come here, and there's going to be a line, and you're going to make the same amount of money regardless of the length of the line. So,
Exactly.
well,
But
this has been Meat Mountain episode, and our first episode. Tune back in. This should be on both. We're going to be putting this on YouTube and on a audio version on all of your favorite podcast listening areas. You will not be able to see the food, but Kyle and I, as we do this more, will be describing the food in great detail. And listen to that. You got anything more for us? Any more bits of wisdom?
yeah, we should we should have an ASMR episode just for Spotify. Like if we could do like an ASMR mukbang, that would be great. No, but this has been great. It's good to see you as always, man.
Oh, it's always good. Always.
I'm excited to do this. At first I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to eat fast food once a week. And I go, oh, that if I just stuck to this being the only time I eat fast food, it would be a good thing.
Exactly.
It would be less fast food.
Like maybe if I give it to myself as a job, I won't want to do it at all. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like,
No, like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, but it's like I'll trick my mind into being like, oh, do you want fast food tonight? Oh God, no, that's like work.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
All right, thank you everybody. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. We'll look for some guests and this and that. Good night.
All right.